So you couldn't hear me that whole time. Well, I'm hoping you just followed with your eyes. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. Speed up this process. I'm actually just gonna go down to and manage it. I don't know. Click on it. Plastic. Oh, you good. Alright. Take your time, JFX. I don't know why it's not letting me click on anything. Are you good? For some reason it will not let me allow. It won't allow me to click on these, so ooh. Thanks JFX for breaking already. That is the problem with JFX. It can break very easily. Look at this. I literally can't click on anything. So I'm just gonna close it and open it again. So I'm gonna go down to manager. Okay, it's not in here. Where is it? Battle result. I'm gonna change the goal real quick, just so get this done easy. Okay. What? What are you on? Why would this be wrong when I'm not even editing? Okay, I think this file might be broken. I because look, even if I don't edit anything and I just do this, it says it's resting. Okay, well, that's not good. JPEX is giving false errors. Nice. JPEX, you wanna stop being trash? Why, JPEG, why are you being so annoying? JPEG is having some problems. That's why I don't like to use JPEG, and I don't use it. This reason. Okay, I guess we're not editing the goal because JFX doesn't want to. So that's cool. So I guess for you guys, you can't edit some things because JPEX doesn't allow you to edit things. I mean, I've edited this file before, but I do it in Adobe Animate, and I use the original action scripts. So, but for some reason, JPEG's just been weird. Don't know why. Because look, even the P code isn't coming up anymore. There we go. What is happening? JPEG, are you okay? Okay, yeah, I guess we're not editing the gold because it's breaking. So, in fact, everything is breaking. JPEG, just work. Holy crap! Why are you being so annoying? Like, I've never experienced JPEG being so annoying before. Okay, we're not editing the gold because clearly it breaks everything. In JPEGs anyway, it breaks everything. Instead, we're gonna go to the unit manager. So this is where you can add more units if you really want to. You can edit them, stuff. Got the spell manager, of course. Not much to do in the battle manager. Yeah, how it is. But this is where all the cast health is. Edit them if you want. Hey Sammy, what's up? Try to edit the gold. The Apex doesn't have it. The enemy manager. So here's where you can edit the battle. This is the so these numbers are for the level, and I don't mean like the level. I mean the level of difficulty. So 1 is normal, 2 is hard, and 3 is epic. And then this part here, this is the actual stage. So this is stage 1, level 1. Please, Sammy. Appreciate the follow. And it's the same here. So this is stage 2, normal, hard, epic. You get the gist. We can edit this if we really want to. Let's say we want to change level 1. We want to make it a little bit harder, you know. Let's just add like a counter. Let's take this counter, copy it, paste it, make it goblin. Gonna make it level 1. We're only just gonna send 10. Yeah? Swear to God, you keep giving me false errors for no reason. Why? Okay, I don't know why everything is breaking. I don't know if it's because okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Because everything's breaking, I'm gonna grab a new one. Right, I'm gonna use this one instead. Let's try it this time. Add to the enemy manager. Try this again. So we're gonna take the counter. I'm gonna paste it here. Change it to Goblin. Now it has to be in capitals because it's sensitive, and in the unit manager is where it's put. It's in capitals. So and if you don't put it in capitals, I think it breaks. And why do you? Okay. I don't. Okay. I'm not sure why JPEX is being annoying. It's saying everything's broken when it's not. So I don't know if JPEX is just like broken for me or something. Because I really don't know what's going on. That's why I don't use JPEX anymore, because for this exact reason, it breaks so easily. And I really can't be bothered to reinstall it either. So um, hmm. what JPEX? Why do you have to be annoying when I'm trying to just do something? Actually, I'm gonna try this one more time, and then I might have to reinstall it because guess what? I don't want to work. What if I just do that? Okay, yeah. Okay, cool, JFit. Thank you for being broken. Thanks for that. I have to reinstall it because you can't fix yourself. I guess I can show you how to install it. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna try this again. Hey, ABS, why are you giving me jobs? Hey, are you just not gonna open? There we go. Alright, let's try this again. Right, we're gonna try this again. So we take this and we do this. Let me change it to goblin. I'm gonna put the level to 1. Oh, all these things, by the way, here, they all mean something. So this section here, it says 0, 1, 2. This is their AI. 0 is dummy AI, and it will just constantly keep attacking you. 1, it will attack you, and when it gets low health, it will retreat. 2, it will just defend. Yeah. And 3, it will build up and then attack. The second thing is how fast it spawns. Well, actually, no, not how fast it spawns. Uh, when it starts spawning. There you go. So this starts at 100. The default, well, I say the default is 200, and 200 is when your heroes spawn. So 100 is about like 50 or 60% your heroes are done. This is the unit name. This is the level. This is the time that each unit spawns. This is the max units that can be on the field at one time. This is the stock of the unit. So 100 stock means if you kill it 100 times, it won't spawn anymore. And the last thing is the group. The group is 10 or above to be an enemy, and 1 to 9 to be an ally. So obviously in the enemy manager, we kind of want to keep it at. Now for the counter, this is the level. This is how much will spawn, and this is the amount of health that the base has to get to before it spawns it. So 0.5 is half. Okay, it's still not gonna work. I don't know why you're not working. Why is everything being annoying? OBS, why are you giving me dropped frames? I literally have one of the best PCs in the world. Like, come on. Okay, let me see if I can fix this piece, right? For some reason it's giving me dropped frames for, guess what? No reason. Gonna leave it, I think. But yeah, like, I don't really know why it's working. I guess JFX just doesn't want to. So I guess I might not be able to do this stream because JPEX just doesn't want to work. I'm sure that you guys probably won't have the problem here, because I don't know. But I've had issues with JPEX before, so you know. Um, I'm not really sure. Okay. Why do I type errors into Google? Because like Google's stupid. It literally comes up with like the opposite thing I type in. I mean, I really wanted to make this video for you guys, but like, well, not video, I guess stream and video. But like JFX just doesn't want to work. Like there's not much I can do. So because it won't allow me to edit anything, and it keeps doing this crap where it deletes like everything from the file for literally no reason. I have no idea why. What does that even what this? Okay, instead of me actually saving everything, I'm gonna go over everything because, like I said, JFix doesn't want to work. So instead, I'm just gonna go over everything because, like I said, JFix doesn't want to work. I mean, hey, look, it's been annoying. Sometimes these don't even work up here. Like, alright, so I'm gonna go through everything. So in Defender 4, we have battle. Okay, so this is where the counter is. So I wouldn't recommend changing anything in here because it's not good. Change this though. This is the sound that it makes when there's a wave. I mean, I don't know why you would want to change it, and there's not much else in here. It's just kind of this that you can change. I wouldn't recommend changing anything else. Then we've got the group AIs for the normal units. Actually, just trying to. These are the AIs, by the way. Destroyer AI. This is kind of where it tells you how far it moves up. So 100 is like where your base is, and and then 1,800 is where like the enemy base is. So see, this is where they group up 1,600, which is basically right outside the enemy base. And yeah, see here. So once again, I don't recommend editing anything here. This is all the player stuff that I'm probably just gonna go through because you don't want to really edit any of this. So yeah, that's the battle section. Disasters. We've got lightning bolt, meteors, tornadoes. I won't really change anything in here except for like damage. Change the damage if you want to. That's kind of about it that you can really change with these damage. Then we got spells, the actual individual spells, which once again I wouldn't edit these unless you kind of know what you're doing. These are like the sound effects. Yeah. Once again, I won't really edit them that depth. So we've been in there before. We've got the castle status. Now this is your castle, not the enemy's castle. The upgrade cost, it starts at 1,000. Go down a little bit. You can edit all of these. So this is kind of like what we did before. You can edit the boost value, the upgrade cost. This is for the fortress upgrade. Go down. This is the gate, the boost value. This means like for the gate, that means like for the health. So it will increase by 500. Yeah. And then obviously the cost. Everyone knows what the cost is. And I mean, yeah, and this is mana boost value. So this is how much mana it will up, how much mana it will give you. You can change that if you want. You can make it less, make it more, whatever you want to do. Actually, got the skill status. Been in here before. You can edit all the skills. The power is how much damage they do. But stuff like this, like rage and invincibility, the power is how long it lasts. So 10 is 10 seconds. So if you want to make it 200 seconds, go ahead. Then we've got the unit status. So in here, if we go down, you can change anything about the units. You can change their defense, attack type. I wouldn't recommend changing their attack type, but you can. You can change their note, build time. If it's a AO unit, change the build time. With bosses, you'll see that it won't. I'll show you in a bit. Price, the unit level. So this is price for the unit at level 1, which, yeah. And you got the upgrade cost, the health, power, and stock. Yeah, you can change stock if you really want to. Power is obviously power, and health is obviously health. Now, if I go down to like, here we have a Barn or a Balrog, because Balrog is a natural like creature, and that's the name of it. You'll see that these boss mobs, they have one level. So they have health, power, stock is 0. You're probably wondering, is the stock 0? 0 because they only spawn at 1 time. You can see the defense here and the price. The price doesn't really matter, so I don't know why they have price, but yeah. And you see that there's no build time because, well, doesn't need to be one, because most of the time bosses are on the enemy side, not on the ally side. Yeah, you can go through all these, you can edit them all. If we go down, there you go. Now, here's another thing. You can also add. So, if I take the giant tortoise here, you copy this whole thing, and you go down to this bracket here, put a space. So to do a space, you click enter, and you paste it. You'll get another one of these. Then you can change these. This is very important. This part right here. So this, change this. But I'll go over that in a second on how to actually add a new unit. But I'll go for everything else first. So to go into the unit folder, this is where all the units are held. So let's say we want to go to Angel, go down. You can see the sound effects here at certain frames. Go down. This is where the custom ones are. So the first custom one, this is for the Gold Angel. For the Dark Angel, you can see that they have different colors. The size is different as well. You can change these, but you want to, but don't change any of this. Don't change any of this. Well, except from this number right here. And you can change all this stuff too. The resistance, the alert range, the speed. I won't change any of this though up here. And yeah, normally this kind of stuff you can change, but everything else not really. Change the sound effects stuff. And that's basically the units. Battle manager. Most things in here I wouldn't change it except from the health of the castles, which is this part. So once again, at the unit manager, we have this. So this is level 1. Yes, it's like the reverse. So this is level 1 of the castles, or normal mode. Let's say this is normal mode of the castles, and these are the stages right here. And this is a level. This is hard mode, and these are all the stages. And yeah, epic. You can change them if you want. You can also change the time delay. Now the time delay is the the delay when it starts. You can change it. I personally don't really recommend it, but you can if you want to. What else do we have in here? Well, so you can change the max amount of gold if you want to, but once again, I wouldn't. That's kind of about it for this file. Let's go down to the disaster manager. Now, I haven't really done anything really in here, but because there's not much to change. I mean, the only things you can really change in here, kind of like, I mean, I don't think you can really change anything without messing things, to be honest. So I wouldn't recommend changing anything. Enemy manager, been in here before. These are all the levels. So this is the stage. So the opposite of the battle manager. This is the stage. This is the mode. So stage, mode. Okay. 1 in the mode here is normal. Hard. 2, 3 is epic. And this part here, this is stage 1. Go down. Stage 2, 3. You can change all these if you really want to. And I've already kind of been over what these do. One thing I haven't been over is these. So you can set disasters in each of the levels. You're probably wondering what these numbers do. The 24, don't change it. The 5 and stuff, this is how like long it takes for the things to come down. So 5 means it happens like often, and it keeps happening. So this is the time between it can happen. And obviously as it goes up, the least it comes down. So 10, it happens like every 10 seconds. 7 is every 7 seconds. 5 is every 5 seconds. So you want to change that? You can. I think I've explained everything in here now. Go down to the player manager. Now, interesting. Don't know why my decided to turn off there, but alright. You can change this. So this is your castle health. I wouldn't recommend changing this one, but if you do go down, and we keep going down, we keep going down. Just being very careful right now. I don't miss. Oh yeah, these are the keys by the way. Select the heroes, the units. So you can change them if you want. It might not actually be in here. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you can change these keys. But I wouldn't really recommend changing anything else in this file, except from this. So mana regen. This is how fast it goes. And mana max. So you can change these if you really want to. That's kind of about it. You can change the mana, change the keys pressed. I wouldn't recommend changing anything else in here. Spell manager. This is where the spells are stored. Not really anything you can change in here. So I'm gonna go to the unit manager. So here we go, the unit manager. Turn here. We have all the units. So this is the unit name, which is used in the enemy manager and the unit status. This, the file that it corresponds to. So as you can see, Goblin Rain, Throw, and Goblin, they all use Goblin. So, but they have different names, of course, because you can't have the same name. Now, here's one thing. We're gonna go down here and see red goblins right here. They also use Goblin MC. So this is the like I said, it's the identifier, the file that it follows. But this is also the animation. So you kind of want to, stick to one of the existing animations. You're going to add one. This right here, if a unit can't move, then, you know, you can set it so it spawns in a location and it won't move from that spot. And you're probably wondering, well, only Al can do that, right? Or Balrog, or Lord of Hell can do that, right? No, any unit can do that. Because you go to the unit, let's say we do go to Balrog. Here's why Balrog doesn't move. Okay, we go down. This right here, speed is 0, which means he doesn't move. Now you can do that to any unit. Not sure how it will go because I've personally not done it, but you can if you want. And then if you don't, you've put the speed to 0 on any unit, you have to change it in here. You have to give it a location. So 1400 is like not right in front of the enemy base, but a little bit further. You know, you've played Epic Warform, you'll know. Now you can add your own unit. So to add your own unit, take this, exactly what I've highlighted there, copy it, go to this bracket right here, click enter to make a new line, paste this, and then you'll get another one of these. Now, if you want to add a new unit, if you want to use a certain animation of the unit, let's say you want to use a devil, change this to devil. Now you have to give it a signature name. So let's say you want to make like let's say a green devil. You change this to green underscore devil. When you're using two separate words, it's recommended that you put an underscore between them. So yeah. Then see these. So this says false and it says 1. The 1 identifies to the file. So we can see that here we got Black Devil, which is the devil, but it's a black version. It uses 1. Now 1 means if we go back to the unit folder and we go down to devil, the 1 in that file corresponds to this. So if custom 1. Now let's say we do want to make another devil, right? First, take this. We take this whole thing right here. We copy it. We paste it under. Or you can do the kind of the easier technique. I always like to go down to the goblin. Go down to here because there's 2. I like to copy this. So I normally copy this. I copy this. Go over to devil. What I do is I go down to here. See where it says this custom param 7. I click enter here. I paste that in. Then the original custom one from the file that I've just pasted in, put this stuff in. So it doesn't get rid of the Black Devil, but it just, you know. So, for example, if I do it with the Goblin, take this, then you take this. So you copy this part right here. Copy that, go to the right bracket. Well, in this case of the Goblin, do it here. So in terms of the Goblin, I don't know why they've put this here. If you want to edit the Goblin, take this, put a space here, put this under here. So then it looks more cleaner. And then under this bracket, enter, paste it in, paste the part that we copied in, and you'll get another one of these. Now it will say if. You want to change it to else if, like this. Then change the 2 to 3. Okay? And then you can change all this stuff if you want as well, but That's your choice if you want to change that. Then you want to save this file. You go back to our unit manager. We go down, and we have our green devil here, right? I'm gonna use the black devil as an example. You have set the custom to 3. You change this number 3. Okay. It's set to custom 1. You change it to 1. If it's set to 2, change it to 2, etc., etc. You save this file. Then we want to go to the unit status right here, and you want to add it to this list. Now make sure it doesn't use the same ID as any of these, because if you do, kind of messes it up. So an ID that I know that is not taken is 80. So copy Barrow here, hit enter twice, and paste it in and change the number to 80. Also change this to the exact same name that we put in the unit manager. So green in capitals underscore devil. Let me go down a little bit, you know. You go down, and we keep going down. Now there's a certain section in here that we need to edit. So if we keep going down, ignore the units. This part right here, so you want to get to here, initialize unit. We're going to go down to the bottom. Copy the black angel from this bracket to start of the E. Go down to this bracket, click enter, and paste it in. What you want to change is this. So once again, you want to change it to green underscore devil in capitals. And this part here, you want to change to green devil, not in capitals, just the G in capital and the D. Okay. Then we want to go down. Now something like this, not going to be a player unit. So we want to copy a unit that doesn't have any of this stuff. We want to copy like this. Going to us, copy this whole thing. Go down to the bottom, go to this bracket, click enter, paste it in. Okay. And then the attack type. So for example, the devil uses attack type 1, which is melee. So 1 is melee, 2 is magic, 3 is arrow, and 4 is explode. 0 is void. The angel dagger use void. But since we're doing a devil, we're going to keep it as 1. It's going to be melee. Change the health, change the power, whatever you want. You can change the defense. Now, here's the thing about the defense. 0 means it's normal. -1 means it's weak. -2 means fatal. -3 means it's gonna die very, very quickly, right? Then you have the other way around. So you have 1, which is strong. 2 is resist, so it won't take any damage. And 3 is absorb, which means it heals from the attack. So you can change any of these to be whatever you want. Price doesn't really matter, but just, I guess, give it a price. And then there you go. Now, and the last thing we want to change here is this. You want to change this to green devil, like we did before. Capital G, capital D. Then you want to save this file. Go to, now what I like to do is to test things, is I like to just replace the goblin here with green underscore devil, all in caps. Now, because we have an enemy unit and we didn't give it any upgrade, this needs to be a 1. Okay, it has to be a 1. And then you can save this. You go ahead and you click run. So if I bring this out, you click run, test it. It works. Cool. No errors. Good job. You did your first ever unit. Okay. So that's making a unit. Now you can do that with any of the units, but to be very careful. Okay. When you set the attack type, like once again, I'm just going to scroll down. Mad Balls. Make sure they have an attack type like they're using. Okay. So if you want to make another dragon, make sure the attack type is 0, so it's void. If you want to make a devil, make sure it's 1. you're making a centaur, make sure it's 3. Making a self, make sure it's 2. And bombers are interesting. I would recommend not making a bomber or a pixie. For some reason they're very strange. They don't like certain things and they will break. So I recommend just not changing them unless you kind of, get the gist of what you're doing. Then maybe you can. Here's one thing to note. Pixies and bombers cannot have different colours. They don't like it and they don't work. So changing their size, however, okay. So you can add a bomber and pixie, just recommend doing the normal use first. So I've gone through battle, duster, pow, stat def, units, and all of the managers. Next we have the effects. So I'm not even going to go over effects. There's literally no point in changing because if you do, you're gonna mess it up. Let's be honest, you're gonna mess it up. So next we have the interface. Now the interface is very important. You might just think, oh, it's the interface, yeah. That's maybe what you think. So we've got the achievements. Now achievements, nothing here change. Nothing. Literally nothing. Go down to battle. In here is some interesting. Or is it the other file? Might be the other file. You can change these. You see that we have March, fallback, full assault. I don't know whether should be one more, but sure. You can change these. So what do these mean exactly? These mean this is how far they will go across the screen. So 1900 is basically a castle, like at the halfway point of the castle. You can change this to 2000. You can make it go across the whole screen. Instead of them, waiting at the castle when they've destroyed it, they just randomly wait at the end, You can make them walk a little bit further if you want. But take note that they will also walk that far when they're attacking the castle. Because EW4 is kind of like that, and EW3, they're both the same. You set something that's 2000, hitbox of the castle may be where they're attacking, but they will continuously keep going forward until 2000. So I'd recommend not. Why does my headset keep ranting off? My headset's pretty old, so I'm not surprised that it's kind of breaking or whatever. But anyway, I would recommend not changing this. Okay. For Full I recommend not changing it. For March, if you want to change March to like 1600, for example, go ahead. I do think that these two buttons should be different because they just do the exact same thing. Fallback, fallback to 100, which is kind of like your base. You can change them if you want. Battle result. This is where I tried to change the goal before and it wasn't having it. So hopefully for you it will work. You can change the gold. This is the gold that you get after each battle. It's not the bonus though. This is the standard gold that you'll get, not the bonus. Bonus is this. So it's times in it by 0.5. You can see it for all the stages here. 2, this is for hard. This is for epic. So this is times in it by 1.5 for hard. 2 for epic. You can change them if you want. Your choice. And you can change the level. So this is the level that these modes unlock at. So you can see level 6. 6 is represented here. If you change this 12, you also have to change this to 12. Okay. But like here, 12, 12, 6, 6. Alright. And that's kind of all you can change in here. You can change the text if you want for these as well, if you want to. Your choice. Now, I don't recommend editing any of these. Don't edit any more of these except for one more, the world map. So the world map is very important. We go down here, scrolling down. You scroll pretty far. So here, you can change this. These are the level names. You can change normal, hard, epic. You can change the title, and yeah, you can change it for each of the levels if you really want to, and that's all you can change. You can change them if you want to. Alright, that's the interface. Next we've got the manager. Don't edit any of these. Just don't edit any of them. Utility. This is where all the API is. Don't change any of these. Don't touch it. And that's kind of like all the scripts, okay? That's kind of all the scripts. We have the class, but don't change any of them either. So mainly what you want to change in here is battle result. Actually, not even battle, just battle result and world map. They're the two files you want to change in the interface if you want to. Next things you want to change is anything in here. Just don't change the spells or the disasters. What I recommend. You can edit any of the stat dash. You can edit any of the units. You can edit any of these. So I'd recommend not changing the spell manager or the player manager. Change the others way if you want to. That def, edit anything in the and battle. You can edit most of these. I just don't recommend changing the player ones unless you kind of get the gist of what you want to do. Then you can. All right. I'm sorry that I couldn't physically show you because JPEG just doesn't want to work for me, and I don't know why. And I don't really want to try and fix it on stream because it could take me a while. So yeah. Now I will go over some other things. So we have all these things here. Shapes, stuff. You go down to sprites, you have all this things here. I'm gonna go scroll down to a unit. So it takes me a while because there's so much sprites. Come on. Okay, here we are. The elves. Now what you can do here, be interesting. If you want to, you can edit the frames. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. If you want to edit the frames, you can, right? That's really, and if you are advanced, uh, or if you've gotten used to editing things, then you can go ahead and edit this. Because I won't try and recommend editing it like straight up. So yeah, that's kind of mainly it. You can add sounds to the game if you want. This is where all the sounds are, by the way, that you can use. All of these. So yeah, this is where all the sounds are that you can use in the files. That's kind of all I really recommend changing. I won't recommend changing anything else. So yeah, sorry that I couldn't physically show you because JFET's playing up for me, but hopefully it won't play up for you and hopefully it'll work for you. But yeah, I told you how things work. Hopefully you can do some things now. If you need help, message me on Discord in the Epic War Hub. Uh, don't well, don't message me in the server. Just DM me. Alright, if you need help, DM me. Now, there's certain things I won't be able to tell you, but most of it I will. So yeah, thanks for coming in. This will be uploaded as a video on YouTube for anyone as well. I'll post it in the Epic War Hub Discord if anyone missed it. Yeah, thanks for coming in. I'll see you guys later.